Is it recorded? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ramona Brown Carter. I am the Human Relations Commission Program Manager under the Division of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. I am pleased to welcome you all to the first convening of the Equitable Policing Advisory Group. So we went from a work group to an advisory group. Uh, this is our first meeting for the 2014 calendar year, and I bring you greetings on behalf of our chairperson, Ms. Avitra Peoples Brown, who also serves as the chief of the Division of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. She wanted to be here so much to present with us today and sends her warmest regards. As we all know that this has been a long time coming, and we understand that everyone has put forth great effort to see us where we are. And Chief Peoples Brown has certainly done an outstanding job leading this particular group to where it is today. As previous mentioned, we went from an advisory group to a now work group. That we are make note we are now an advisory group and we were formerly a work group. The advisory group is focused on providing ongoing advisement to the administration and to the police department regarding the best practices and strategies that support fair and equitable policing. The county is in the process of updating the equitable policing webpage that will reflect the revised charge for this particular group. So this particular recording will be found on that particular page, and that will be found in the chat of this meeting. Over the past year, the county has conducted a series of engagement workshops with members of the advisory group. These sessions were designed to help identify how best to strengthen and maximize our engagement with the advisory group members. We convene in understanding the systemic trends and related to police traffic stops. As a part of the 2020 Equitable Policing Advisory Group, efforts and analysis of the county's 2018 traffic enforcement data was performed. This analysis determined that Black motorists were issued traffic citations at a rate higher than others. As a result of this finding, the county conducted a deeper dive analysis study to better understand the racial disparities in traffic stops. To complete the deeper dive analysis, the county worked with the professors from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County School of Public Policy. These researchers were Dr. Lauren Hamilton and Dr. Uh, Lawrence Hamilton Edwards and Dr. Usman Ali. Their research found that while disparities in traffic stops persist for Black drivers, there are several indicators that trend moving in a positive direction. While it can be inferred that is a bias in traffic stops in 2017 through 2018, which was for the most part the period that the deeper dive was assessed, it is not dominant in 2020's data through 2022, which is which is the period which the report was reviewed. The study also found that the most concerning disparity for Black and Hispanic drivers occurred post traffic stop. Black drivers are far more likely to have had their person or vehicle searched for probable cause during a traffic stop, even though these stops are less likely to find contraband for Black drivers compared to white drivers. Hispanic drivers are also issued citations at a higher rate than both Black and white drivers. The full report of this deeper dive analysis is accessed on the county's Equitable Policing webpage. We encourage you to review the report and provide any feedback that you may have. Your feedback will help the county with its ongoing efforts to improve and promote equitable policing strategies. Please send all comments and questions to the following email address. That is equitablepolicing@baltimorecountymd.gov. We will also place this email in the chat box for your convenience. As next steps, please note that while the findings of this deeper dive and analysis reveals that there is much work to do, the county is pleased with the progress this administration and police department have made in mitigating inequities in traffic stops and to promote equity and inclusion throughout the decision-making process to processes and practices. One of the most prominent actions items include the 2020 passing of the Strengthening Modernization, Accountability Reform, and Transparency Policy Act, also known as the Smart Policing Act. The Smart Policing Act modernizes police tactics, put rules regarding the use of force into law, improves training and accountability, and expands transparency. We are also proud that the work that was achieved by the Police Accountability Board chaired by Lisa L. Shields, Esquire, who is also one of the newest members of the Equitable Policing Advisory Group, as reported in the PAB's 2023 December annual report. The PAB has met all statutory requirements as per the Maryland Police Accountability Act of 2021, House Bill 06070, which requires Maryland County and Baltimore City to establish a police accountability board, administrative charging committee, and trial board, as well as to participate in various trainings and to support the views and perspective of both officers. Excuse me one second. Both officers and the community. The purpose of this act is to strengthen police and community, the purpose of this act and the process to complaints of police misconduct, review and identify trends related to the outcomes of disciplinary matters, and make recommendations on any changes to policies that would improve matters of policing to the Baltimore County Executive and the County Council. Because of this work and mission of the Police Accountability Board and the Equitable Policing Advisory Group, both serve complementary to one another, strengthening the promotion of equitable, fair, and inclusionary decision making. I will now turn it over to Police Chief Robert McCullough, who will share additional details about the police department's ongoing efforts related to this particular body of work. Chief McCullough?
Good afternoon, and thank you, Ms. Brown Carter. I'm also pleased to welcome you to the first Equitable Policing Advisory Group meeting for 2024. Before retiring and before serving as Chief of Police, I was a member of this advisory group. I participated in the efforts that were performed in 2020 that conducted an analysis of the county's 2018 traffic enforcement data. While the findings of the deeper dive analysis revealed that there were racial disparities in traffic stops, I felt just as confident as I do today that we are on the right path in our efforts to combat disparities. We are forging forward to provide an environment that is free of biased practices. We are dedicated to uphold our core principles of integrity, fairness, and service for all residents of Baltimore County. The December 2023 traffic stop and deep dive report further revealed disparate treatment post-traffic stops for African American and Hispanic or Latino drivers. As Chief of Police, I'm committed to combating these disparities, and I'm proud of the efforts in recent years to undertake extensive training initiatives to help abate implicit biases and enhance de-escalation techniques. As an example, the police department has implemented several ongoing trainings, including fair and impartial policing, implicit bias, active bystander for law enforcement, able training, integrated communications and assessment tactics, which we refer to as ICAT, which is a de-escalation training, and Blue Courage, which is a mindfulness training. The findings included in the December 2023 report underscore the importance of these efforts, the need for further review of policies and procedures, and a continued commitment to transparency in this work so that we can foster a more just and equitable environment. It is equally important to acknowledge the unwavering commitment and dedication of our department's hardworking men and women. They uphold their duty to serve and protect with integrity and compassion, often undertaking under challenging and unpredictable circumstances. Their tireless efforts are essential to maintaining the safety and well-being of our community. I also understand the significance of valuing the community leaders and residents' insights and perspectives so that their voices are heard and valued. I look forward to the continued collaboration with this administration as well as with the advisory group to strengthen police and community relations. I now invite my fellow advisory group members to share any comment or feedback that they may have.
Thank you, Chief McCullough. As the chief just said, if you have any any comments or concerns referring to this report, the floor is open. You don't have to put your hand up, but you can certainly unmute yourself and expound. And we'll just give a few seconds to yield to the floor if anyone has anything they would like to report. Uh, Due to the fact that we don't have any comments from this advisory group, and the fact that we don't have any community partners that signed in to be a part of this live audience participating panel with this equitable policing work group, we're going to bring it to an end. Again, if any of our members have anything that they want to add, again, if not, thank you all. Please note that the next meeting will take place and will be virtually on Wednesday, April 17th, 2023, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. The frequency of these public meetings will reoccur on a quarterly basis. Please continue to monitor the Baltimore County Equitable Policing Advisory Group webpage for more information. We thank you for taking time to re-review this video, and we look forward to hearing from our community partners. Thank you so much.